I need to tell you something I discovered this week that honestly made me emotional. I stumbled across the YouTube channel of a lady called Lisette Lopez, and I had one of those moments where I thought to myself, why didn't I start something creative years ago? It did shock me to my core because if you're a woman over the age of 40, you're working full time, part time, you're juggling caregiving responsibilities, you're handling the kids, handling the home, and you've been telling yourself that you don't have time for hobbies. Or maybe you're saying to yourself it's too late to have a hobby or to take up a hobby. Well, or to even start something new. This video is going to challenge every excuse that you've been given, including the ones I've been telling myself. So, and I have to include myself in this because by the end of this, I'm going to show you why having a creative hobby in midlife, especially in midlife, is not selfish or unrealistic. It might actually be the most important thing that you get to do for yourself in this decade. It's a crucial decade and we have to make the most of it. So let me tell you how I found Lisette's channel. I was actually doom scrolling around 10:20 p.m. as you do after feeling completely flunked out by work, flunked out, burnt out by work. And YouTube recommended this video to me called The 13 Habits That Changed My Life After 50, something along that title. I'll try and insert it. This woman, Lisette Lopez, she's 51 and she has built this incredible YouTube channel with over 25,000 subscribers. If you think about that for a moment, that's 25,000 people who subscribe to her. And what she talks about is about fitness, fashion, mindset, wellness, all tailored to women over the age of 40. But this is what really got me is that she didn't start as a teenager. This woman actually started while in midlife. She started while she was battling weight loss. She was having weight loss journey and she just thought she needed to do something. She needed a creative outlet. You know, all it took was probably 20 minutes out of her day to record these videos, plan them out, and she's busy like you and I are busy. She is busy like you and I. Now, I want you to pause here because it brings up something that I want to talk about. And most people don't talk about this enough. Why do we as women over the age of 40 feel guilty about pursuing our dreams or pursuing our hobbies? You think about your typical day. So, for instance, I myself, I would wake up, I would get the kids ready. I think about my elderly father and how to visit him. So sorting that out, then I drop off the child at school, rush to my 9 to 5, answer emails. I'm even checking emails on my way as I'm making my way to onto the train, and then finish work, pick up, come back home, make dinner, handle household admin, collapse into bed or sit in front of the TV. And I'm constantly thinking myself I shouldn't watch TV on YouTube. That's my punishment right now because I'm struggling to actually make content. So in order for me to get over that slump, I've stopped watching YouTube. I don't want to be watching other creators while I could be spending that time creating. So, where in that schedule that I've just gone through, does it look like I have fitted myself in? It doesn't. But research actually shows that, and this is important, that having a creative outlet reduces stress hormone, especially in your 40s, because we're talking about measurable cortisol levels that you can actually work on. So for women in midlife, it's dealing with hormonal changes, a lot of it. And it is huge. The second is that hobbies tend to challenge us to create new neural pathways in our brains. So you don't get used to it because our brains don't stop growing at 40. We can learn, we can create, we can build new skills. You should be doing that in your work. You should be doing that as a creative outlet so that it keeps us mentally sharp and keep diseases such as Alzheimer's away from us as much as possible. And thirdly, creative projects tend to give us an identity beyond, oh, I'm an employee or I'm a caregiver or I'm a parent. A lot of us cannot even introduce ourselves in 20 characters or less without putting in the job title. We need to start moving away from that and describing ourselves with our passions and what our life missions are all about. Now, I realized that watching Lisette's channel sort of it gave me permission to start existing, so to speak. It validated my thought to have a creative outlet, which is YouTube, as I'm sharing with you. But I'm hoping that it gives you permission to start something just for you, something that sort of helps your heart skip a bit, in essence. So whether you are 42 or 57, allow yourself to become a beginner again. Now, if we take a look at Lisette's channel, she's actually doing amazingly. She's delivering a masterclass on her channel. She's not trying to compete with people over the age of 25 or 50. She's doing her thing. She's speaking directly to her people who are women over the age of 40. It's all about how she maintains her weight in this midlife, what she eats in a day, her 5 a.m. routine, her menopause weight loss. She's not hiding her age. She is particularly very open about being 51, and she's not apologetic for her body because she works hard for it. So take a look at her video lengths. They're between 5 to 20 minutes long. There's nothing that is overly produced there. She's literally just sharing her journey, just like the rest of all the creators that I share on this channel. And it is totally doable. What also stuck with me is that our channel description says fashion, fitness, lifestyle, mindset for women over the age of 40 who are ready to embrace exciting chapter with confidence. Exciting chapter with confidence, not surviving midlife, not coping with aging. It's a mindset shift alone that I think is worth every single thing in the world. So I think it's quite important that you should pick up a hobby. If you're watching this while you're meal planning or you're folding your laundry or you're doing the dishes, maybe you want to consider starting a creative hobby as well.
Well, if you can,
And even now, because one, burnout is real, two,
If you're
midlife
over
brain
40 and
needs a
tired of staring at
challenge.
your
You can't let it rest. And three, you need that community. Whether it's online or offline, everybody needs that community. And my reason number four is that your future self will thank you for it. The future that you're yet to see. The future that is coming is built today. So think about it. She's impacting a lot of lives, but you could be touching lives as well. You could be changing your life for the better. So the challenge to both you and myself is that we should, yes, I'm including myself in this, we should create something that gets us excited again. If there is one creative thing that you can actually start or you've been putting off, then why not start it now? It doesn't even matter what it is. It could be an expensive hobby to somebody else. It could be as simple as ABC. Let me say that. So I want you to do just one thing towards bringing that to life. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to share it on social media, but at least start it. Just start it, build it out. If it's a video you want to start, then go for it. Start creating content. I hope you do find this helpful because I don't want to ramble on and on. But if you found it helpful, let me know in the comment section below. What hobby have you been putting off? Maybe perhaps it's a hobby you had before you had the kids, before kids came along, and you've totally forgotten about them. What is stopping you from starting hobbies? Mine is my schedule. I hardly have so much time in the day to myself. So share with me. Let's hold each other accountable. And I'd really like you to remember that midlife is not about winding down. It's about finally having the wisdom, having the confidence, having the time to be who you really want to be and to stop waiting for permission and just start creating, start living. I do want to thank you for spending your time with me. I value your time so much, but I really like you to go and start that hobby today. Go and start the hobby.